Hello YouTube, it's Pokecon 14, and I am in possession of the Nintendo Switch 2. Welcome to a new era of Nintendo hardware and a new era in video games. And welcome to the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. So this is Saturday morning. I'm enjoying a nice peaceful Saturday morning. A few nights ago, on Wednesday night, June 4th, I made my way to what I learned afterwards was the most pre-ordered retail store in North America, the Best Buy in Bellevue, Washington, which you might have seen some of your other favorite content creators also saying something about being there. That makes sense because it is A, a very techy area, and 2, right outside Nintendo America's headquarters in Redmond, Washington, and just a big Best Buy, and because of just how many dang people there were in that line. I mean, you've probably seen it. I'll show some clips up on the screen there. It was wild, and the only reason I have this baby right now is because there were so many people there. But I got there about 8:45, 8:38 or something like that, and that was way too late for what I should have, apparently. And at 12:52, I walked out with the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle. And it's an exciting new era, and Pokemon 14 has completely skipped the era of Nintendo Switch 1, so whatever. I had so much fun when I had first booted this up, and just got that little childhood joy in me of, oh gosh, we have awesome new gaming hardware, that it brought me back to let's see what's going on in the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. I've got my Joy-Con 2s here, and I think we should just go and pop right on in and let's see what's happening in this great new world of video game hardware. Hopefully I can provide some other insights. I do work in computer hardware, and that embedded systems is kind of my full-time job, so this kind of stuff gets me excited. So let's see what we got in our Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Welcome to the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. We've got a giant plaza, and oh, they made all of the appearances for you. So we are just one of these people in line. That's wild. Who should I be? Is this a loop? Yeah, I was watching for this guy, white hair. It definitely loops. I shaved my mustache like 2 weeks ago, and I shaved my beard like 3 weeks ago. I'm not exactly blonde, but I think this appearance looks pretty fun. So let's go with this guy. So let's walk on into the gate. Come on in. Come on in. I will gladly come on in. Welcome to the Joy-Con L. This is a gigantic Nintendo Switch 2. We can take some quizzes, we can get tech demos, we see some things, and play some mini games. So let's do all that stuff. Ooh, and Stamp Rally. We can collect the stamps. Okay. And we can press B to run. Awesome, so it is just like a video game. Welcome to Area A of the Joy-Con 2. Well, what do we want to do? We can move around, run around, and what does this person do? I don't think I need to invert the camera controls, but that's here. And you are, oh, the Lost and Found. So let's get started. What do we do? What do you say? Hey there. Insights. They're insights. They're quizzes? Interesting. Oh, and look, I think we found our first stamp. Oh, that did pop up like crazy. We can also zoom out just a little bit and see how big and crazy of a place this is. So welcome. We are currently in the don't drop that, Joy-Con L of the Switch 2. Surely I'm not the first person that's shown this stuff off, but I do want to compare just a little bit of what we're seeing with the Joy-Con 1 and the Joy-Con 2. This guy's definitely a bit larger, and the black with the blue outline gives it a different feel than the blue. So we just get the subtle accent colors rather than the full crazy Joy-Con. This is the thing we're going to discover. We have 18 stamps to figure out and some really fun looking things. Let's see what we got here. Clap. Hello. Down button. I wonder if we're gonna get left button. Right button. Does that mean that we're also... Aha! Capture button. If I wanted to click this guy... Snap. Just same as Switch 1. We can capture our screenshots. What do we have here? Show off the mouse skills. Dodging things falling from the sky. Survival mode. So, I'm sure you've seen, the Nintendo Switch 2 controllers also can be used as a mouse, which is wild. And personally, I'm actually not great with using a mice. I pretty much always use a trackpad. I am so familiar with laptops. This is going to be a little bit harder for me than I think I would expect. But you can go ahead and pop off right here nice and easily. That felt so smooth, popping the Joy-Con off. Big fan of that change. It also recommends you use the grips for the Switch 2 controllers, which also go on a lot more smoothly than the ones for Switch 1, and they're very not as intrusive. So it keeps things light, just a nice little snap-on, and the see-through buttons give you a little light. If I go ahead and start using this as a mouse, which I'm doing on my leg, this is a little weird. Let's go ahead and show that. Boom! I can click using this button. Okay, dodge the spike balls. Huh. Well, isn't this interesting, Nintendo? Oh, come on, my surface. Okay, that table's way too smooth. That sucked. Hang on. Cardboard box ought to do it. Alright, not too hard yet, not too hard yet. We're trying to get 30 seconds surviving. We're already over a third of the way there. We're halfway to our first medal. Ooh, that was close. Big balls! Oh gosh, I got myself in trouble. Dang it, that feels so much longer. But I think I need to address the elephant in the room here, Nintendo. You come out with this game of dodging the things from the sky about one game development time after I put out this video of this custom game, called Dodge. And here we are in Dodge the Spike Balls. Interesting, Nintendo. I see what you're doing. Man, I totally had this very original idea. And yet, oh, please make 30. Oh, yes! I saw my end coming. 2 gold medals, that's all I need. I am the master of the mouse. You know I dodge the spike balls with these. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and play with the Joy-Con separated right now. We do have our little clap-in controller guy here, but I'm going to stick with these individually. Such elegant mouse handling. Oh, I know. Part 2. There's more. I got my first medal. Oh, okay. You got 5? Well, that's cool, boy. I can do better. Catch the stars. Okay, 2 objectives here. Okay, so Nintendo took upon my idea and added to it. Oh, stars. That's easy. There seems to be fewer obstacles this time trying to kill me, which makes sense for game leveling if I'm also trying to collect things and not just survive. Where's the stars? Where are they? Oh, I cannot believe I just survived all that. Wow. Isn't the objective 40? Oh, man. See, Nintendo, you've messed with the Master Dodger, a creator of a dodge game such as this. How have I not died from 62? 3 gold medals on the first freaking try. Let's go. Wait, was that third one hidden? They didn't show that third one at first. Well, either way, I got all I needed. Let's roll. Need to go rub it in that guy's big nose that I also got 3 more medals, and that makes it 5. 31 medals for part 3? What the? Okay, well. Oh, wait, is that the same guy that started it? I guess I can't rub his nose in it. Alright, let's go back up here. Let's see what some of these quizzes work. It seems like we got some information after left stick stamp. And actually, it seems like we might get even more right over ZL. Boop, boop. Does that mean L? We've got a quiz. HG Rumble 2. let's get some insights on the HD Rumble 2. This is the part of like the new computer hardware and embedded system stuff that I find fascinating. Rumble 2, here. So we have the HD Rumble parts right there. Custom built, designed from the ground up and further customized for both controllers. How do you get your Rumble? You have magnets and electromagnets. So you had a spinning motor in the past. Interesting, that kind of vibrates back and forth. But now we have a side-to-side vibration which creates the rumbles. That is fascinating here, because it almost seems to be the exact opposite of how your accelerometer works, where you have a metal that's being induced to go back and forth. If you ever wondered how accelerometers work, you actually have a metal that's kind of suspended between two springs, and whenever you move, or whenever the accelerometer moves, the force on the spring pushes it closer towards one side, and that can be detected. So this rumble is kind of the opposite of how you measure acceleration in just any regular computer part. Or similar to how trains use magnets to levitate. You know that too. You can tell this was made in Japan and not in America. So you can vibrate the weight sideways, and I'm sure if you stack 3 of them in different directions, you can get your X, Y, and Z vibration. Powerful rumble. So you can go from weak to strong vibrations. That makes sense. And it's stronger than the HD Rumble 1. Also makes sense. So the HD Rumble 2 goes straight to your hands in any sort of way. Why is that? Oh, there it is on the back. They're attached directly to the plastic, which is also directly where you are holding. Okay, that checks out. I'm sure they can now, because of that, use lower power to get the same effect. Always a great plus. Okay, quiz lady, I've read all of your insights. Which part is shown? How does it... Ooh. It shakes your weights from side to side. I could have guessed that the strength can be either strong or weak. Of course. Easy. Easy money. Attached to part 3. It's on the back. You can see the thing on the bottom. Boom! Perfect score. Here's my check mark. Check mark. Check mark. And that is how the HD Rumble works. So we've collected some more insights. How about we see this in action? So down here on the bottom, I happen to know that this tech demo is going to be showing you a little bit more of these Joy-Con 2 rumbles, making it feel like maracas. Now this is something I obviously cannot transmit well to you because I am the one holding the controllers and YouTube does not have vibration. Get on it, YouTube. But we can collect medals this way, so I'm doing it anyway, and you can watch. I like how the wireframe shows you what's going on in the beads. You can feel little vibrations as you just roll the beads around. If I switch over, the rubble ball goes, you can kind of feel it rolling around when it's not floating, and then if you can get it to like float, you can feel like boink, 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 boink. Oh, I gotta shake the beads more. I can change my appearance too. Hello. Woo! Medal! The beads feel kind of cool, but I do think the rubber ball feels even cooler because you can definitely tell when it's kind of rolling around the side and when it actually bumps. And that's all we got. I'm glad we did this demo because now... Oh, hello. What do we have here? That's a question mark. Got a pair of sunglasses. Lost and found center. Hello, exclamation mark lady. You have a pair of glasses. Well, you're welcome. That's it. So now we have more games to play. Showcase what the HD Rumble can do. We can experience these strong vibrations and see where is this vibration the strongest. Also probably pretty tough to transmit through YouTube, but you know, we'll do the best. Back to my box for the mouse controls. Well, this one I should probably put on the table. Let's see if it can't get picked up. It's definitely somewhere out here. Whoa, look at that. I am right on. 50, 20, 4. Heck yeah. Let's see if I can get on it. Yikes, that was tough. it wants me to get 3. I missed it by 1 last time. So admittedly, I'm doing this more by sound than by actual vibration. But you know, same thing, right? Dang, it moved away from me. Oh, let's go. That's gotta be it. That's right on it. 2! Boom. I take that. That's a dub. That's all. Thank you, vibration. Thank you. I am very astonishing. Strong Rumble is my forte. Oh, what do we got for part 2? You need 7 medals, but I got that. 2 axes. Uh-oh. Oh gosh, now I have to search the entire area to find where this Rumble is. It's around here somewhere. Ooh, not too shabby. Boom, first 2 medals. That's fine. I wonder what the big one is. Oh, very close. Not bad. Oh my gosh, I need 3? There's no way. Ugh. Only one direction. One more try, one more try. Oh, that's so close. It's still 12? Oh man. How are they doing this distance? Are they giving me like the Pythagorean theorem distance, or are they doing the absolute square? Oh, what's that called? Manhattan distance. Manhattan distance. That's the difference. Either way, I hope I don't need that 3rd medal. I'm going to give up for now. 2 more medals! Getting that 2D one would be truly astounding. Ugh. 30 medals! Alright, can't do that yet. Let's take stock of what we've done so far. So we have these insights, it seems about like 2 quizzes more worth. We do not have the medals to get that. We got our physics. There's a lot of buttons and stamps we need to get. And then that's just the information center period. I wonder if there are any stamps along the side we missed. Nope, not really. They're all just going to be on points of interest. I think I see a point of interest. The minus button. Boom, stamp collected. Seems like there's a lot down here. What have we here? Oh, hello. 2 things. Mouse foot. Ooh. They make it easier to slide the Joy-Con 2 controllers when you're using mouse controls. That is true, having this thing here. It is nice and smooth. The release button, as I had already kind of shown, this was super easy and like feels great to detach the Joy-Cons. Much better than the sliding on for the Joy-Con 1. Much, much better. Thank you, Stamp, for existing. SL. Boop. Hello, quiz. Be right back. I have a... Oh no, we got a lot of stamps. Let's just go ahead and let's get our stamps. Mouse sensor. Sensors check the surface are on. See how you've moved. Boop. Fascinating little sensor there. Here we've got the magnetic connector. You can see all those pins as it connects to the main console. And finally, my least favorite feature of all time, having to use the sync button, which never seems to work. I wonder if they'll do it right in this console. Just connect it physically. Oh, you're the stamp that was hiding. Player LED. Boom. I'm player 1. That was never much of an issue for me. I was an only child, so I just was player 1. Out of 1. Let's get some insights. What's going on here? The Joy-Con controller mouse sensors here. I'd argue the main new feature about the Switch 2 compared to the actual power and everything. How do they get their mice function? Let's hear it. Mouse insides. Plenty of space for posters on the wall. The Joy-Con 2 can be used as a mouse. That was out of frame. Boop. Yes, cursor games. Thank you. I'm very curious to see what developers end up doing and how well they can actually find some really good games using the mouse controls beyond just your regular shooters, which I guess people could use. And then you have your other Joy-Con for movement. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm skeptical, but, you know, Mario Party can certainly do it. Using the mice on your lap. They're on desks or tables. Oh, hello, but they can be used on my legs here. Nice little leg massage. That doesn't actually feel very good. I'm sitting on a sofa. Wow. Okay, it doesn't let me move with the mouse at the moment, so I unfortunately cannot test that. Thanks. Actually, home screen, and that's actually not too bad. Honestly, one of the bigger factors about this is just how big are your legs to be able to go left and right properly. Mouse sensors. How does this mouse actually work? Hey, there you go. It's actually a black and white camera with only a few pixel resolution. That makes sense. It'll be smaller than a camera or another camera, but that's all you need for using a mouse. How is this used? Remember when I said my surface is too smooth here for playing on the mouse? Well, that little camera is checking tiny differences in the light that's going on. And it can compare, oh, that pixel in the middle now has moved over. And you can see in that way how these things are actually calculating. This kind of thing is one of the things that's just absurd about computers and about embedded systems in general. Because you think, and how much faster those computers are than humans. Even like these really small computers that are doing that in software. Because again, this is all digital. This is all software. This is the field of embedded systems. You were getting in that, how much data? 100 pixels of movement and looking for differences in how one little light thing tracks from side to side. Getting your frame, comparing it to the last 100 pixels, computing the general direction of motion in an algorithm I don't quite know, and you send that up to some sort of host collector of all that information to decide where your mouse moves, which keeps sending it up and up until your program figures out whatever motion it has to do. All of this happens hundreds to 1,000 times per second, depending on how fast your mouse is. That's the kind of thing that's crazy about how much processing you can do and how much actual digital information can be processed in real time before humans can even notice that a processing like that happened. 1 millisecond is actually a lot of time in the world of computing, and you can do a lot of things in a millisecond. 1,000th of a second, when your clocks are spinning at like between 1 million to 1 billion times per second. Do tons of instructions. Enough to process an image to create mouse movement. Even in the tiniest of processors that fits in one of these things and another one of these things. Digital revolution is absolutely crazy and inspiring. Fun fact, thousands of photos a second. This ain't your camera. This ain't your long exposure Nikon. But obviously that picture don't look all that good. So, different activities. What else we got here? Not just a mouse. What else can it do? It's also a gyroscope, so you can grab things and angle them. It knows the angle. And assuming based on the magnetic field of the Earth. How does your known direction align with the known direction of the magnetic field? So, oh, you were sideways here. Oh, we're aligned. And that's how we can use it for rotation. And then the rumble works too. So you combine all these things together, and that's where the magic happens. Oh, and you can have 2 mice. 2 people, or double mouse control. Quiz me, madam! Mouse sensor quiz, volume 1. Are there more volumes? How do you use mouse controls? I like this answer. Come on, challenge me. Where else can they be used? We know it's on your lap. Come on, we're listening. We're listening. Your mouse sensor is 2. It looks like a small camera. And the gyroscope can rotate. And check. Oh, dang it, I got the backwards check mark again. And check. I'm a sensor sensei. Looks like there's one more bit of insights and quizzes. Special insights. Hello. Hey, I already showed that you can use them on the home menu. But I remembered you said that to demonstrate that, so thank you. SR button. Oh, we're 1 stamp away. Are we getting another mouse foot? Mouse foot 2! Lower. Let's go! And that is all of our stamps. Let's freaking go. And it looks like the stamps are what allows us to move on to Area B. But we got one more insights quiz to do here. Let's go figure this guy out. Attaching and detaching the controllers. I feel like that would have been better up top by your release button. But, you know, attaching is easy. Pressing the release button, honestly, they are correct. This truly is easy. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Oh, well, first, actually, the release button also works for your wrist straps. Boop. And now let's clamp these babies in. Press the release buttons, and boom, released. Detaching from the dock is a nice feature. Also means your dock can be smaller. Way to sell it. So no more sliding this time. These guys use magnets, as they've already shown. No locking mechanism. It's just strong magnetic force. Joy-Cons can be backwards. Well, that's interesting. Whoops. And they're on the opposite side now. That's interesting. Or upside down. I really want some game to make use of this backwards feature. I mean, that just seems ridiculous. This is not recommended. Thanks. Please somebody take that as a challenge. And they won't charge. That's also interesting. I imagine they might have a separate power and ground on one side. And then, I don't know, I won't speculate about that. Where are the magnets? Okay, come on, Nintendo. We watched your Direct. We all know they're in the button. Oh, sorry. They're not in the buttons. The magnets themselves are in the console. The magnetic attachment is in your buttons that are made out of steel. There's the difference. Now, did I do this quiz properly? Which is used? That's the... I like telekinesis better. Thank you for that answer. I mean, look, you're showing me all the above. Where are the magnets? Only in the console themselves. I'm getting this checkmark correct this time. Boom! Hey, first try. I know my directions now. And with that, that is all of our quizzes and all of our insights done. What do we got, map? 87%. Well, it looks like I don't have enough metals to start attacking these. So it seems like for now, our adventures in the Joy-Con L are complete. And with this guy in the minus button, here is where I shall sign off. I had fun checking this out. This is the second time I played through this area. But everything else, I am still curious how it works. I'm a big fan of computer hardware, as I've said before. So seeing a little demo to give me insights and things I otherwise wouldn't have known, like how you actually get your rumble, making it very digestible. How does a mouse actually work? Those are two super cool topics that the average person might not understand and that your companies might not show you. But Nintendo giving you all these insights in a kind of fun way to explore this plaza, I've enjoyed. So thank you very much for watching, playing through the Joy-Con L of the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Welcome everybody to the next generation of the consoles. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you have enjoyed Mario Kart World. I've only played a little bit of it, but it's been a fun time for the time being. I hope you enjoy your 60 FPS Pokemon and everything else that the Nintendo Switch 2 in its era is about to offer you. So, once again, I've been PokeCon14. Welcome to the Switch 2 era. Welcome back myself, using my game capture hardware and software. I thought it wasn't going to work for a while, because it's been years since I've busted this thing out. Wow, what a great time. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the Switch 2. See ya.